do the throwdown. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you for coming. Welcome. You know, it's a little interesting to get outside of our own training circles, and that's basically why we're here and why we started doing these things. So I usually don't do this speech, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it, and you can imagine I'm taller. And,
with more curls?
Yeah. So welcome to the Throwdown July 17th, 2015. Okay, you guys?
Woo.
All right. This is it. This is a Fight by Challenge event. Okay, so that means we've all signed a waiver, even those of you who are spectating today. Sticks can go flying. You know, pay attention to what's going on. Things can kind of get exciting. So, basically, we're going to all agree to a code of conduct at the end of this little speech I'm going to have here. So I hope that's okay with you. The Throwdown events are meant as a landmark educational experience for martial artists of any style. It's a relatively safe opportunity to try your skills and test yourself against people outside your regular training circle. That's basically what we're all about. Understand that it's the fighter that makes the system work, not the other way around. Okay? While you can compare for this, that, and the other thing, apples and oranges, obviously trash talking any other system, style, teacher, student, anything is totally unacceptable, and you'll be asked to leave right away. Okay? If you conduct yourself with dignity, honor, and fight hard, you're going to earn the respect of each other and the community, and we'll all have a very good, fun night tonight. Okay, so if this is your first time at the Throwdown, can you just put your hands up here? It doesn't have to be your first time sparring, obviously. For your first two fights, maybe, you're going to have a light fight against someone who's experienced. So who's not here for the first time? Put your hands up. So those of you who are new, look around. Okay, these are who you want to fight for the first one or two fights. Fight light for the first couple so you can get an understanding, and then if we want, you can go to a medium or maybe a full contact fight, and I'll explain the difference in a moment. Okay, so if you are here for the first time, you're going to be fighting someone more experienced, mainly to help you not do anything suicidal. Okay, you may not understand what that is, you know, if you're new. So they're going to help us both stay safe. Okay, so be humble. They can probably make things a little bit harder for you than you might think. In fact, okay. So, any questions about that? All right. So, how to make a fight? These cards are over there by the pens, by the whiteboard. Okay. So on this card, you're going to fill out your name and whoever you're fighting with at the top, okay? And then you can tick what type of fight you want to do, okay? So that means you can do MMA, you can do just kickboxing. You can do kickboxing with grapples and throws with no follow-up if you specify that. This is mainly so that both of you are on the same page, okay? You can do just boxing, you can do grappling, and you can do weapons fights. If you're doing weapons fights, we assume that means you can punch and kick and do everything else, okay? So if that's not what you want to do, for example, if you want a knife, just, you know, knife slash each other to death, you can do that, but just make sure that you both know that's what you're doing, okay? So is that clear? All right, so then also you'll see there are other, you know, weapons, sticks, swords, training knives. They do not have to be the same. If you want something, we had an umbrella versus briefcase fight once. I thought that was very, very creative. Okay, so that's the type of fight. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, good. The next thing is the duration. 2 to 3 minutes is generally acceptable. We're probably not going to do too many multi-round fights. It just takes up the mats for longer. So 2 to 3 minutes, you're welcome to that. And then the last thing, the most important part, is the intensity level. Okay, light is tag, right? You're going to hit each other with the leather on your glove, not try to plow through the back of their head. Okay, so that's light contact. Okay, medium contact is you're actually hitting each other. Okay, but you're probably not going to follow up if someone's hurt or stunned. So if you catch a good one, you can step back, let them recover, and away you go. Okay, so that's the main difference. A full contact fight, you're going to continue fighting. Okay, so the line between what's medium and light it's blurry. Okay, so you two have to, you know, kind of try to be on the same page here and don't get upset, you know, too much. We can't get emotional about this. this kind of stuff. Okay, you got to stay calm, and I'm sure you'll work your way through that. Okay, you know, in a medium intensity fight, you know, you could get hurt. Okay, just so you know, right? Get hit in the head. You could fall, you could trip and fall off the mat, so you got to be aware at all times. Main thing is protect yourself at all times, okay? Our job as the referee isn't really to intervene unless you're breaking your agreement, okay? So your agreement with whoever you're taking this risk with, that's your bond, okay? So if you break that, then, you know, you're not in the right place for sure, okay? So any questions about that? Good, okay, cool. All right, so moving right along then, make sure that you write clearly on the form, because we do keep stats of how many fights you did, but there is no stats of win and lose. Okay, it's just that you did it. You've already won. You showed up. Okay, so but that's the most important thing, other than, you know, what you've agreed upon, is try to be clear. I know as you get tired, it gets like so just try your best, and we'll do our best to know who you are.
Right, first and last names, because there are a few Johns, there are a few
here,
Toms.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, your stat will be unknown person.
Yes, and there's a lot of unknown anonymous people in the stats already, so yeah, which is cool too. If you don't want to be known, then you can remain anonymous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Except on this video. So after I'm done this, you know, all we have to do is to agree to these terms, and you're going to fight tonight. You just say your name, and we'll get to that in a second. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, so this is how it works. Once you get your fight agreement, you got your partner, you line up, and we'll take your card, and one at a time you're going to have your fight. This is mat 1, this is mat 2. Okay, so there'll be a referee hopefully at both. We might start with one for now. I don't know, we'll see in a second once I let you guys get started. So you can't just load the referee with a bunch of sheets of paper though, okay? You got to stay with your agreement, with your partner, so we don't have to go finding you. And then when it's your turn, you'll both be there and you'll both be ready, and this will help keep the night rolling. Last time we had over 90 fights over the course of the night, right? And that was because everyone followed that rule. Okay, so you can have the potential to get a lot of matches in tonight. You know, I think it's $10. You get 10 fights, that's like $1 a fight. It's pretty good. I don't know. You can't get that kind of deal anywhere. I don't know anywhere. Okay, so I'm here, and the referee is here to make sure that you keep your fight agreement. Okay, you get one warning if you break that. Otherwise, that's it for you for the night. Okay, clear enough? Cool. That's it. Don't bother the referee. They got to keep their eye on what's going on. So try not to distract them in between matches and so on. Okay. Other than that, you know, it's our experience and kind of the expectation that after your fight you're going to shake hands or hug or something along those lines. If you don't feel that mutual, you know, respect for each other, again, you're probably not in the right room. But I want to make sure that you're decent to each other, protect yourselves at all time, but protect each other by challenging each other. Okay, it's not good if we're just laying off each other if we're making big mistakes, but we don't have to kill each other over it. Okay, so at this time, the videographer, Andy here, is going to turn around for each of us, and I'll start. My name is Ryan Kennedy. I'm 40 years old. Welcome to the Throwdown. All right, where do you want to go?
My name's Milton Fonseca. I have to say my age.
You have to say your age.
I'm 25, and I'm happy to be here.
Ryan Bowen, 37.
Kevin Lee, 28, or 29 now.
Jeff Warren, 35.
Dexter Chu, 28.
Alex Chung, 27.
Jonathan Pang, 26.
Roman Minhas, 23.
Jordan Chamaris, 23. Matt Ferrugia, 22.
Kaveh Buddy, 23. John Dempsey, 44.
Carlos McDonald, 30.
Ryan Williams, 23.
Aaron Richards, 37.
David 19, 50.
Tara Logatok, 35.
Regan Melanson, 35.
Okay. All right. So that's it.
Medic.
Oh, the our medic. She'll be here to make sure that you don't do anything stupid. Okay. Like fight after you've got hit in the head very hard.
And can I say, if that means in consultation with Ryan, if I say you're not fighting anymore, you're not fighting anymore.
I trust her judgment 100%. Okay. So I want you to make sure that if you do, and we're all friends here, if you see one of us doing one of these, okay, let me know, right? And we're going to do an assessment, and that probably will be the end of your night. There's no need to get, you know, a multiple concussion on a Friday night for no reason, for $10. Okay, all right, so anyways, at that, we're gonna get started in, what, you wanna give them 5 minutes?
Yeah.
You guys all ready? Oh, by the way, you need minimum equipment, right? Mouth guard and gloves. Does anyone not have a mouth guard or gloves? Awesome. That's a first. Okay, good. All right, we're ready to rumble. Let's do this. Okay.